We'll just stay.
Their fans aren't here either.
That's kind of weird. Good evening and welcome to King Field at Baldwin Woodville High School for a WIAA Level 2 football game between the Ellsworth Panthers and the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks. I'm Jeremy Nygaard, joined by Nick Pack and soon to be Kerry Danielson behind the camera. Nick, how are you doing tonight?
I am wonderful. Glad to be here. A lot of people will be switching spots with us in a heartbeat, I think, right now. You know, it's level 2 playoffs. You got a select field that only makes playoffs, and then we lost half of them last week, so it's a little bit chillier, but it is almost November, so it is November.
It's November.
Yeah, is
yeah.
it?
Starting today.
Okay. So we are in November, so hey, we're here. We're ready for some football, and outside of cooler than what we're used to, it's a beautiful night for some football.
Yeah, I mean, it's significantly cooler than we've had at any time this year, but seasonable temperatures. And a Blackhawk team that is coming off of a level 1 win here against O'Connell Falls as the 2 seed. A game that was put out of reach relatively early last Friday. Running clock in the second half, and the Hawks hang 58 on O'Connell Falls, who scored late to make it 58-21. But for the most part, it was all Blackhawks. 4 rushing touchdowns by quarterback Gavin Sell, 3 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown from number 2, Taden Haldorf, that pass from Gavin Sell. 8 touchdowns total, and tonight we have the Ellsworth Panthers in town, who have 3 losses on the year. They lost a season opener to Lacrosse Logan, I believe, and then have 2 conference losses to us, Baldwin Woodville, and to Prescott. And they beat Mosinee on the road, 28-21, and now they come in as the 6th seed to play the 2 seed in a rematch of a level 1 game that was held at King Field last year. This will be the 4th time that these 2 teams have met, and 3 wins for the Blackhawks after a significant winning streak for the Panthers prior to that. So, Nick, what are you most looking forward to in this rematch tonight?
Yeah, it's one of those where, I mean, you got familiar opponents, and Baldwin's going to know a lot of what Ellsworth's going to want to do, and I think Ellsworth's going to know a lot about what Baldwin's going to want to do. When they saw us earlier this year, we were a completely different team, I believe. It was the first part of the season where Gavin was in week 3 or 4.
It was week 5 that we played.
5,
yep.
So his fifth week of being quarterback, which, I mean, that's halfway through, but still, it's for a guy that is learning a lot. That's still the beginning, if not the beginning of the middle. So
right. Yep.
Anyway, we did. Dane Viendahl, I believe, had 2 defensive touchdowns.
Correct.
Which we ended up winning by 2 touchdowns. Offensively, our least points we put on the board.
Yep.
Now Ellsworth typically will come out in a power I and try and, again, like we've seen a lot, sustain long drives. They do have some big boys up front, both offensively, defensively, and they kind of got after our O-line, which again was new. So. I think you can take everything out from last year. It was a completely different Blackhawk team that liked to throw the ball around a lot. But you look back to the last 3 years, 2 years ago we go into Ellsworth and we're trying to make a statement.
Right. And
Ellsworth said, no, we're still cream of the crop.
For sure.
Now it's Ellsworth coming in trying to say, hey, we want to gain that back. We know we went on the road last week, got a nice level 1 playoff victory, and we're looking to regain the middle border supremacy, kind of.
Yep. So the Panthers went through a little transition with their quarterbacks. Junior starting quarterback number 7 Jack Stoltenberg was injured earlier this season. They turned to junior receiver number 14 Omar Colson, who was pretty good as the quarterback. He's now back as the leading receiver for Ellsworth. The rushing attack for Ellsworth led by number 22, senior Braden Anderson. Braden is a big, tall, powerful running back. And so that's what you'll need to know on the Ellsworth side. George Roll, a sophomore tight end, huge dude. What's he listed at?
81, 6'6".
6'6". He had 6 catches against the Blackhawks earlier this season. Statistically, on the year, he didn't really light it up, but he missed some time, I believe, with a back injury. If I was coaching Ellsworth, I would lean more heavily on the pass game tonight because they were able to complete a bunch of passes against the Hawks earlier this season. For the Hawks, as mentioned, led by the two-headed monster in the backfield that Nick sometimes refers to as shampoo and conditioner.
I was told.
You were told?
Yeah, shampoo conditioner.
So the shampoo version of that is Taden Halldorf, number 2 senior running back. Really his first year as a primary back. He did split reps with Jackson Johansson a little bit last year. Taden on the year, 168 carries, 1,527 yards, which is a single season school record, 23 touchdowns, which is a single season school record, and 16 two-point conversions. Do I have that right? 16 two-point conversions, which is also a school record. I believe that's a mark, an all-time mark, 16 two-point conversions. The quarterback was last year's superstar receiver, Gavin Sell. Gavin, no slouch himself, 118 carries, 1,105 yards, the only pair of runners to ever go over 1,000 yards in the same season. And Gavin has 17 rushing touchdowns, which is the second highest single season mark in school history. He also has 11 two-point conversions. If you haven't watched the Blackhawks, after they get that first touchdown, they're going to get into a funny-looking formation, and they're going to run one of really 2 plays, either snap it to Gavin, who is behind a single lineman in front of him, or snap it out to Taden, who's behind a convoy of linemen. And the success rate on that 2-point conversion is probably about, what would you say, 85%?
Maybe probably a little less than that. The last few weeks, I would say it's kind of dropped. Against Prescott, they kind of had her number a little bit. But I mean, that being said, it's very successful. It's tough to beat.
Right. Prescott had it figured out, but I don't think it was stopped last week at all.
No, but it's one of those where again if you have it, you need a very, very, very skilled guy out there that can take on Gavin Sell one-on-one, and you need a big beefy lineman that can shoot through a gap and try and take down Taden Halldorf.
Right.
Which, I mean, again, it's not impossible, but yeah, it's been very successful. It's definitely over 50%, which if 50% is the most you can get if you're 100% successful on a PAT kick.
Right. Correct. As far as passing goes, Gavin has thrown 10 touchdown passes, just shy of 1,000 yards on the year. Leading receiver Graydon Monacan went out in the Central game, and he will miss the remainder of the year. Brody Everts is the leading receiver who is playing. He's got 4 touchdowns on 11 catches, but primarily the damage is going to be done on the ground behind a very, very, very good line. Will Phelps, the center, Ryan Aho, and
Drew Stark are the guards.
I always have to check if it's Sam Aho or Ryan Aho, because Sam Aho, Terry says, is the senior. Drew Stark, Trevor Murdoch is a tackle. Andrew Thompson's been the tackle on the other side. He's been dinged up. I haven't been able to find him in Jersey yet. Drew Vienendahl filled in for him admirably last week, and when you have 5 guys in the offensive line that we don't talk about nearly enough, but which
is a good thing.
Yeah, because they do such a great job. Gavin and Taden have been able to run free. Now, when these 2 teams played earlier, I believe it was 31 combined carries and less than 100 yards for those 2. And so really the only defense that has had the Blackhawks number at all, right? They came off a 70-point win. They put 70 points up at Somerset the week prior, and then go to Ellsworth the next week. We won 32 to, I believe it was 32 to 15. It was 32 to 7 when Ellsworth ran for 83 yards with like 25 seconds left. So should be a good rematch. Glad you're here with us. And we look forward to seeing this level 2 game. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Freedom Prescott game that is scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow. If Freedom wins that game, they will host in level 3. If Prescott wins that game, they will they'll either come here or they'll either come here to play us or they'll host Prescott. So Freedom will host.
They'll host Ellsworth, yes.
Prescott would host Ellsworth.
Yes,
Yep. I just got a notification that we need to turn our mics up just a little bit.
And that's the thing right now is I mean, it's not advantage, disadvantage anyone. Obviously, you got Prescott and Freedom probably tuning in and watching this game right now, and I guarantee the winner of this is going to be tuning in and watching that, as you mentioned, on Keeper Corner. You know, if you win, Dan, are you going down to Freedom? And it's like, you know, my time is much more valuable watching it on TV than spending 7 hours in the car and watching it live.
Right.
So, yeah, the winner of this will get to watch their opponent tomorrow and get a little scouting on them. But I expect a very physical game tonight. It could be a little more low scoring than normal. You go back to Ellsworth saying want to throw the ball more. I think if they can kind of establish a run with Anderson, use that play action to roll that big receiver and get rolling that way. But
yeah, we've talked all we can really talk about right now. It's just a matter of let's roll it out there and see what happens. So it appeared that Baldwin Woodville won the toss, elected to defer, and I believe they will kick left to right on your screen to the Panthers. So Torgie's taking over. We'll let him do his announcing, and then we'll come back when it's time.
Between the visiting Ellsworth Panthers and our Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks. To arrive to tonight's level 2 game, last week the Ellsworth Panthers defeated Mosinee, and the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks defeated Oconto Falls. The winner of tonight's game will play the winner of tomorrow afternoon's game between number 1 seeded Freedom and number 4 seeded Prescott. At this time, I'd like you to put your attention to the video board behind the north end zone for some information from some of our student athletes and cheerleaders.
So as we get this conduct code, do you have any comments on Prescott Freedom game tomorrow? I mean, I probably haven't had a chance to watch any kind of Freedom, but I think Middle Border again speaks for itself, and going 3-1 last week, and I would say Freedom got their money's worth with the number 8 seed St. Croix Central. They won handily, but they were behind early, and it wasn't like a running clock or anything like that. But now they're going to have an 8-1, now 9-1 Middle Border Conference team coming in, and it could very easily be Baldwin if that game was different between Baldwin and Prescott right now. So
yeah, I mean, I think what I understand, Freedom has a quarterback that's put up pretty impressive numbers. And obviously we know Prescott's got a pretty good aerial attack, dealing with some injuries from last week. So, but at this point, I mean, I say it about every time anybody asks me about a game. I'm like, don't turn the ball over. Don't commit penalties to put you behind the chains, and if you do that, you're going to be in pretty good shape. The one thing that's kind of been our Achilles heel is special teams. So you hope that we can get it done in that facet of the game as well.
state champion band down there, Baldwin Woodville, I believe. So the Ellsworth fans have piled in over there, kind of filled up their seats, and they start to gather around the fence. And as always, the Baldwin Woodville has a very good crowd in here to cheer on their Blackhawks here in a level 2 game at King Field. Those of you, if you're tuning in from Freedom and maybe watching both these teams the first time, if you need to grab an extra Mountain Dew or some more popcorn or go to the bathroom, you might want to do it while Ellsworth's on offense.
Yeah.
That's no disrespect to Ellsworth, because Baldwin will go fast.
He's a senior linebacker,
they'll get down to play, and they'll get a play from the sideline. They will not huddle. And there are times that they try and go super fast.
Yeah, we haven't seen that as much this year.
Like usually maybe like one drive a game or so. He kind of tries to sneak that in, and again he talks about how he uses that at different times to maybe turn up the pace a little bit. Or I guess I haven't had noticed if it's after a turnover, if it's after whatever it is that he might do that. But at any point they're capable of running those plays real quick.
25, Dane
And that's the guy last week we said we'd like to see get the ball a few more times. If he can get the ball 10 times in his hands offensively, then I think that's a good thing. He gets to the edge, he's got a little extra speed.
So Andrew Thompson back tonight after missing last week's game. Add some depth and freshness to our line. He'll go both ways, and both Vienendahl on offense and Kropelnicki on defense really played well, but that's going to allow them to be a little fresher in their primary jobs now.
Yeah, anytime you can add more capable bodies out there, that doesn't mean that Vienendahl might not take a snap or a series at left tackle, just depending on the health. And as we mentioned that line in the pregame, it's 3 all-conference offensive linemen is something to be said when not a single one of them was a starter last year.
Yep. So this is we've allowed 3 kick return for touchdowns.
Officials working tonight's game are Kevin Hanusa,
This to me is the
Ed Barnes, Scott McCowski,
the one part of the game that the Blackhawks have not been real sound in. Is their kickoff coverage. Has it been 2 weeks in a row that we've?
It was Prescott, which would have been
2 weeks ago.
The last week of the regular season, and last week.
O'Connell Falls.
So it is 2 weeks in a row.
And you don't want to start out with that. So maybe it's we've kicked deep. If you look at Ellsworth here, they got 9 guys up on within 20 yards of the kick or 20 yards of the receiving area, where it's like, wait a second, could the Hawks do something?
I think the narrower side, or a guy close to you, is a little more dangerous than Nelson. Heinrichs is the farther side. I think he's their fullback. Not that he's not dangerous, but it is a squib. Taking at the 25, and we're underway here in Baldwin. He's going to run towards his sideline, try and get the edge. He'll cross 35, and decent field position for Ellsworth Panthers. Start 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Logan Johnson made the tackle for the Blackhawks.
So a slight breeze, not too much of an effect, much of a passing game, but feels like it's coming a little bit right to left. The flag isn't moving that much.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the wind impacting the passing game. It's going to be just the fact that your hands are going to be a little bit colder than they have been the previous 10 weeks on a Friday night.
As is the football.
Yep.
Catching that hard rock is a little harder than catching one that's nice and baked in the sun. But first offensive snap, Stoltenberg going to turn, and he gives to Anderson. He carries a couple Blackhawks across the 40. He's going to have 5 yards on first down.
Tackled by Taden Holder.
A little motion there coming
gain of 5 yards in the
from
carry.
The edge. Is like
a real deep, kind of an orbit motion there around the quarterback, setting up some sort of pitch or pitch phase if you're.
Or if nothing else, it just makes that linebacker freeze for a second. You got to honor it. We run the jet motion a lot, and If you're not honored, then they're going to give it to him. And here it goes again that way.
He's going to foul. He's going to get it.
It's
Colson.
like almost like the stacked eye. And
ball was out.
Omar Colson, the ball carrier.
Colson does go nowhere, so he fouls the.
And he fumbled the ball,
by
I think.
Andrew Thompson.
So Thompson kind of picked him up, was careful not to throw him down, but
no gain on the play brings up third
it'll
and
be
5.
third and 5 here for Ellsworth. Opening possession, King Field.
This is where I
Football.
would get George Roll involved early and often.
He is at the top of your offensive lineman right now. You can't really see him, but it is going to be up the middle, Anderson, and he gets it hit at the knees right away. That is number
Brayden
3.
Anderson, the ball
That
carrier.
is Gavin Sell. Hit him at the knees, held him up, stopped
Gavin
those
Sell
feet
on
from
the
moving,
tackle
and
for
he
the
ain't going to get
Blackhawks.
5. He gets 1. It's 4th and 4. Just watch
Gain
the
of a
ball
yard
here
in
if
the
you're a
carry
Blackhawk
brings
fan.
up 4th down and 4 yards to go.
I feel like we block a punt against Ellsworth last year. That Taden scored a touchdown. I feel like we were close to blocking a punt earlier this year.
So no, I mean, like, Gavin is very dangerous. He talks special teams. He hasn't returned too many punts because it's a fake. He's up the middle, and he is denied the first down. That was a all-out fake, and the 2 edge rushers missed him. However, up the middle, number 62, I believe it was, with the tackle.
Drew Vienendahl.
That's Drew Vienendahl.
Short of the yard to gain for a first down.
And the Blackhawks will have great field
in
position to
Ellsworth
start
territory.
their first possession.
Coach Kiefer calls him over. This is the this little sugar huddle is the biggest huddle I've seen on offense all year.
He's saying, hey, they need to be tricky to beat us. Let's go show them why they need to be tricky. And
from the 44-yard line of Ellsworth.
Again, that was not a bad snap. That was not a fumble snap. In my opinion, that was a flat-out fake punt. Taden's going to take the first handoff up the middle, and he's only about a yard or so.
Taden Holdorf, the ball
and
carrier.
no jet motion on that. We typically see a lot of jet motion, especially
Chase
early in the
Crescent on
game.
Tackle, gain of 1 yard
Trying to determine what the backers are going to do with motion, what that safety's going to do with motion.
There is your motion. It is Vienendahl going to go across. Dane Vienendahl. He comes back this way now. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to try and get wide. He's going to bounce it up. Across the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. Dane's going to have
Dane Vienendahl, the ball carrier.
a solid 7 or 8 yards on 2nd and long and bring up 3rd and short.
Cohen Hendricks on the tackle.
I know one thing that the coaches are very aware of is where number 56, Nolan Kummer, is playing.
Yes. As well as Anderson, I remember being very good on defense last week, the last time he played as well. He's a backer.
Is Kummer playing end?
Yep. It's going to be Taden going right towards him. He's going to cross 35, 30, down to about the 26-yard line. First down, Blackhawks. I mean, going back to that fake punt, obviously you see something that's going to lead you doing that, but
don't think too much. We're snapping the ball.
Going back to when we played, it was a
from the 26.
Dane Holdorf up the middle, runs over a guy, falls forward, down to the 22. It's going to be good for about 4 or 5.
Cohen Hendricks on the tackle.
Give him 4, 2nd and 6.
We're going to see a disconnect here.
Motion, and is given to Vienendahl. Other Vienendahl.
Dawson Vienendahl, the ball carrier.
About a yard. 3rd and 5 here for Blackhawks, who have yet to attempt a field goal. So this is definitely 4-down territory. Not that they
gain of 1 yard brings up
couldn't pick it as a Breeze does pick up a little bit more from right to left now. I reckon just feel it in the face, one of the two.
A lot of space over here, but Kummer's at the top of the screen.
It's a different formation here. We got so you look at this right now. We've always very rarely do we have less than 3 offensive guys that are not split out.
Right.
You know, usually it's twins to one side and a split end to the other side, and occasionally we'll have a double twins, if you will.
5-yard
like he calls it amigos.
Third down and 9 yards.
But that time we had just Everett split out wide left and
line of Ellsworth.
almost like a 3 tight end set.
Yeah, no, Logan Johnson was like a wing.
Which he is again. Oh, he's doing.
This is new.
So Dane being not even in there. It's going to be Gavin's going to follow Taden. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to cut up now inside the 20. He's going to spin. He's going to be about a yard or two shy of the first down. So he gets back the 5-yard penalty in a yard or two. It's going to be 4th and 2 for the Blackhawks as Dane Train comes back in. Yeah, it was Levi Nelson
7
again.
yards on the carry. Brings up 4th and 2.
4th and 2. Blackhawks open possession after the Panthers went 3 and out. They unsuccessful on a fake punt. Blackhawks had good field position. It's going to be Taden Hallmore to the left. He's going to have the first down, and he's going to cross the 15. Down to the 14-yard line. First down, Blackhawks from the 14.
Play good for a first down for the Blackhawks.
Again, we talked about that last week because I thought that
last play by
when Viendal was feeling left tackle, I just feel like Taden does so much better to his left. It seems like he scores going to his left. And
well, Taden scores going where he wants.
He goes north and south.
Oh.
And Gavin kind of stumbles there. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gavin has faked out a lot of people this year. I believe that's the first time he's faked himself out.
Did he get hit? Did Taden get credit for the tackle there?
No gain on the carry. 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Blackhawks.
No, I think the 18-yard line gets credit for that tackle there. 2nd and 10. Halfway through the first quarter already. Clock is functional and working. Quick little pass. It's going to be a flag down. I don't see a lineman downfield.
They threw that in the vicinity of the receiver.
There is also a penalty flag on the field.
No, it's been way too long. So I know a defensive holding is not an
automatic first down.
But do we get to add it to the end of the run here or not? Okay.
So it's either accept it.
So it's either 2nd and 5. It's a 10-yard penalty in high school, isn't it?
Oh, it'll be half the distance.
So in this case, it'll be half the distance.
Yep. So you'll take the play.
7-yard penalty. 7-yard penalty and 2nd down, or 3rd. I guess it'd be 3rd and 1. I think I like my chances 3rd and 1 with.
I don't know. It's a horse apiece, maybe.
2nd and 3 or 3rd and 1. What do you? I know you're going to choose. You're going to choose whatever Coach Kiefer does not choose.
They declined it. No, I told you I'd keep it. I'd take it.
Against the defense.
So again, that's the reason they're declining is everything you see on Saturday and Sunday is an automatic first down. This is not.
And I don't know. I mean, do you want to just take that extra snap? Maybe you do.
Again, you got to think that we have 2 snaps to get 1 yard, or you have 3 snaps to get 2 yards. It's kind of the same, but why not make it 1 snap to get 5?
Here we go. We're bringing it over. Trips. Trips.
Kind of a trips with a tight end to the right and then twins to the right. Good job at getting on the line of scrimmage over there on the far left side. It's going to be up the middle to Taden. Taden to go right side.
There he is.
Taden's going to go end zone. He's been there before. He knows what to do. Taden Halldorf puts the Blackhawks up front at 5:29 in the first quarter. It's 6-0. So yeah, they talk about again. So I want to say real quick again that's Logan Johnson, who's the split end to the top side of your screen there, is not a guy that's played all year long offensively. And when we switched Jimmy from the left side to the right side, it took him a second, but then he finally went up the line of scrimmage, or that's a 5-yard penalty.
We look tighter in our splice today. Oh!
We talked about that. Is there ever an opportunity that I was not even paying attention, but we must have had. So a lot of times, Aiden Foster's now our new snapper. Real quick before we go to the sponsors, normally our right split end is on the line of scrimmage, and we've talked about you can never step him back, and then your center is actually eligible.
Right.
So, there comes a flag.
They're going to call legal formation. All right. Well, while they figured out,
an eligible man downfield, which is not, unless it was a. So.
Do they enforce that? No. Okay, I want to thank our sponsors here quick. Timmerman Realty, Nielsen's Foods, St. Croix Garage Doors, Firehelm Langer, Flagship Ford, Wisconsin Credit Union, CW Garage Door Distribution, Baldwin Lightstream, Fenner & Jewelers, Helverson Concrete Solutions, A-Star Concrete, Western Wisconsin Health, Schaefer Financial Services, Bumper to Bumper, White Cap Financial Advisors, DMS Repair, Lakes Gas, Phoenix Bar and Grill, Pete's Construction, Fern's Lawn Care, American Family Insurance, Justin Agard Agency, St. Croix Custom Apparel, and Family Chiro Care. Thank you to all of our sponsors here.
So how many yards do you get in high school for going as a lineman? Is it a 2? Is it? I mean, it's all kind of different. What I'm trying to say is to be ineligible downfield is only a lineman or someone that's covered up.
Right.
So they're either saying that our center was covered, which Dan is adamant he wasn't,
right, to kick off
or
for the Blackhawks.
They're saying a different lineman was. Well, it was so quick. There's no way a different lineman could have been downfield.
Correct.
So it's possible that the receiver said, hey, again, it's one of those where the receivers in high school, even at college and pro level, will look over and say, I'm on or I'm off, and if it's close, they're going to say.
But you know who's never checking? The center, because the center's always on.
Right.
But yeah, the guy over there, and it's just one guy, he has to be off.
And if he's used to saying I'm on, and he says I'm on.
Right.
So.
I wonder, too, I thought at one point we talked and the center's just not eligible.
It depends on, so the difference in high school, like to be eligible, you have to have an eligible number,
right?
Which he does, and he can also be an ineligible person if he's an interior lineman because he's a snapper. Just because he's a snapper does not mean he's ineligible.
Oh,
I thought also the hook and ladder there is kind of line up like that. Anderson kind of swung around like he was going to do a wheel route. He kind of slowed down. Stoltenberg completes to Colson. And he's tackled right away at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
No gain on the reception. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 37.
I think, there's plenty of Blackhawks out there. I think maybe Anderson might have just turned that up inside and said, don't even risk it. It's 3 wide here for Stoltenberg. In the shotgun, he's got a fullback kind of right behind the center. High snap.
Well, they got Colson here
deep. Colson
got him.
Overthrows intended towards Colson. Stoltenberg, nice ball.
Colson, incomplete.
My intel says that we got the Prescott Cardinals tuned into this game from a hotel in Little Chute. That makes sense?
Little Chute, yeah, it does make sense. I was gonna comment, like, is it the players watching and the coaches are? Isn't Little Chute there's a establishment where you can try and win some money?
I don't know.
I think.
I don't think I've ever stepped foot in or near Little Chute.
I've driven by and I think I always see a sign for one of Carrie's favorite places.
All right, another pass.
Stoltenberg.
He's pressured.
He's got a lot of pressure, and he's going to throw, and he's throwing to nobody. And here's going to come a flag right there.
Incomplete pass on
that will be
down. And that draws a penalty flag.
No, you didn't get to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a
loss of down.
Intentional grounding, which was a loss of down.
I mean, either way, it's going to be
4th down and way too far for them to think about even faking anything. So, and this is where I don't think this crew has a lot of high school crews have switched to having some headsets so they can communicate, and maybe they don't work in the cold. But I mean, a lot of these high school kids don't know high school rules.
Right.
I mean, it's no fault of their own. They're watching Saturdays and they're watching Sundays, and they're not knowing what they are. So that's where the line judge here will go over
against the Panthers.
The coach and say, hey, here's your 2 options.
And
as a former ref, I know a lot of white hats, so we'll explain it to them and say, here's your 2 options. You can accept the penalty and this happens, or you can decline it and this happens. And if they say the wrong thing, they'll look at it and go, let me tell you your 2 options again.
Yep.
In a situation like that, like again on the one where it's the Blackhawks had earlier, what was, do you want 3rd and 1 or 2nd and 3?
And giving them time to check in with the coach to make sure that they do that correct. Because that's a decision, right? Which one do you want?
So 4th and long here for the Panthers. Punt and
Give him a chance.
Gavin's going to take it at about the 43. Stutter steps, he crosses the 45, and a very good tackle. It's still great field position, however.
The
I
number
think it's number 12. He won't turn, but I'm pretty sure it's number 12, that Parker Peterson.
That tackle was made by
Junior.
Parker Peterson for
And,
Ellsworth.
he grabs Gavin's leg and brings him down, and for the second straight time, the Blackhawks
will begin their second drive
huddle over here in front of Coach Kiefer.
First and 10 from their own 47.
And that might be just a, hey, this is who our hot coach is, if you will, like who's signaling the plays.
Right.
Maybe where they'll have 2 or 3 or coaches down here, and sometimes they'll have some players that are signaling plays in, and they're switching it up all the time. So
or just one less play to be able to steal a signal of.
correct. And
Taden
it was
Holdorf,
Ellsworth up the middle.
Carrier, tackled
He gets
by
nothing.
Braden Anderson, and no gain on the carry.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Panthers
from
2
the
possessions.
47 for the Blackhawks.
Yet to get a first down. The Blackhawks had great field position after a missed 4th down fake punt opportunity by Ellsworth. And now, again, just shy of midfield. Holdorf going to come this way. He's going to cross midfield. He's going to backpedal to about the
Taden
45
Holdorf, the
for
ball
8
carrier.
yards. 3rd and 2 for Taden. Nice job of helping him
Noah
up.
Comer on the stop for Ellsworth. Gain of 8 yards in the carry. Brings up
There was
3rd
Noah
and
Comer on the
2
stop
from
there.
the Ellsworth 45.
3rd and 2, 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Blackhawks leading 6-0. It was Taden Holdorf off the right edge. Pump fake to the left. First down. Down inside the 40
Gavin
goes
still the
Gavin
ball
to
carrier.
the 38-yard line. Give him 7.
Blake Nelson
First
on the
down,
stop for
Blackhawks.
the Panthers. Gain on the play, good for a 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
So that's where you just got to honor that
First and
bubble
10
screen
from
out
the
there for
38-yard
Ellsworth.
line
And
of the
pump
Panthers.
fake. It's almost like a QB draw. Again, freezes the linebackers, allows your linemen to win a double team and maybe get up to that second level.
And you bonus this Taden Holdorf as a blocker, where he's
Very good. And there is the
Taden
aforementioned
Holdorf, the
Holdorf.
ball carrier.
Taking the ball, and he'll take 4 more. So
Riker, Tyman, Hoyer on
Holdorf
the tackle.
kind of rewriting the record books here for the Blackhawks rushing game this year in 2024.
Gain of 4 yards in the carry.
It's weird going, again, you look at that.
Brings up 2nd and 6.
And he
for
was
the
one of those
Blackhawks.
players to watch in this section, if you will. And I'm like, well, how's Gavin Sell? And he thought the same thing, not a player to watch. And he's up there in records for playoffs as a receiver, and he's our
there we go,
quarterback.
Dawson.
So Dawson Vindell's going to have a first down, but it's going to come back as a 99% chance it's
Vindell,
going to be
the
a
ball
hold
carrier.
off the edge.
Levi Nelson on the stop. There is a penalty flag on the field, however.
But yeah, like I say, and Gavin's got up there for all the receiving records. And
Yeah, they got Jimmy on a hold.
Zach Campbell seems to have his name printed in that thing quite a bit.
Yep.
Must have been was he a wide receiver or was he a tight end?
In
Or
the
whatever he
offense
wanted
that
to
we
be.
ran, he was
It's a holding penalty
a
against
tight
Walden
end or
Woodville.
a split end, but he took most of his snaps as a tight end.
And after the penalty is assessed, it will be a 2nd and 12.
I wonder what he's going to be
for the
doing in a couple
Blackhawks
weeks.
From the Ellsworth
You know what he's gonna be
40.
So I
doing?
wonder what he's going to be doing in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Enjoying some family time. Watching his kids play. Good luck to Coach Turpin down in River Falls. Take over for Campbell. 2nd and 12 for the Blackhawks from the 40 now. And Coach Kiefer doesn't like something.
Timeout
2:27
taken by
to go in the
Walden
first
Woodville,
quarter.
their
They
first.
do lead though, 6-0.
Flagship Ford is your source for new and used Ford cars, trucks, SUV parts, service, and more in the Baldwin area. Our goal is to provide the best possible service to our customers and make sure your car buying experience is second to none. We are conveniently located at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin. Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting or tax needs.
So with Prescott playing tomorrow,
Yep.
level 1, we had Hudson get beat last week.
Yep.
So we don't really have any local teams level 1.
The Richmond.
That'd be level 2. Or
Okay,
sorry, Division 2.
Oh, yeah.
Are they Division 2 or 3? Yeah, Division 2 we got New Richmond, Rice Lake are playing. Are they all D3? We might not have a D2 around here then either. Gavin puts a foot in the ground, gets upfield. He's going to backpedal down to about the 30-yard line.
Close.
Gavin
So
Sell the
we'll
ball
give Gavin
carrier.
10 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Cohen Henricks.
So we got
And
some
Gavin
fans that maybe
Herman on the
wanted
tackle.
an earlier whistle or
Gain of 10 yards
Panthers
to
a stop
carry.
on the whistle, and
Brings up 3rd
it's
and 2
tough when you're,
from the
especially when you got
Ellsworth
5
30.
guys bringing down 1 and the whistle's blowing. It's tough to stop your momentum from tackling someone. Wasn't throwing to the ground or anything like that. Nothing malicious. Motion. So this is kind of almost a twin set with Jimmy's off the line. He's going to come this way. He's going to lead block.
There we
and
go.
he does kick out. Halldorf has the first down.
Jaden
Good
Holdorf,
lead
the
block
ball
there is a
carrier.
pulling tight end. And
Tackled by
Halldorf put his
Omar
hand on his hip,
Colson.
pushed
Gain
him
on
off the
play,
side,
good
and he
for a
runs
first
down to the
down for the
17-yard line.
Blackhawks.
First down, Blackhawks.
Yeah, so Taden, as we mentioned, he had 13 carries for 33 yards in game 1. 9 yards right now for 49
17.
in game 2.
Dane in motion, and it's going to be Halldorf up the middle again. He's going to cross the 15,
Jaden Holdorf, the ball carrier.
down to the 14-yard line.
Braden Anderson
Pick
on
up
the
about 3
tackle.
or 4. Ellsworth might have had enough of this interior game. They're
Gain
going to
of
bring
3
in number
yards. The carry
78
brings
and,
up 2nd and 7.
Eli Grand, sophomore.
Big body, right?
He's listed at 6 foot 315.
That's a big body.
And they're like, okay, you're running up the middle? All right, we'll give you something to run into here. And Halldorf takes it, and he's going to run right by him. Oh, he's brought down by almost the back of the helmet there.
Jaden Holdorf, the ball carrier.
That was number 27. That is Heinrichs, the fullback also.
I think they're going to give him anything on that one.
No, he gets brought down
No
at line of
gain on the
scrimmage.
carry brings up 3rd and 7 from the 14.
3rd and 7, Blackhawks. Second possession. We'll see if they'll get one more snap off here before the end of the first quarter.
Would you?
I would at least, again, you're going to hard count it, and if it's what you like, sure,
Right.
snap it. They do. And it's going to be taken to the left. You're going to kick it out to the
good
left.
move.
Inside the 10. It's going to be
Jaden
about a
Holdorf,
4th
the ball
and 2
carrier.
when the Blackhawks switch ends of the field. It's their
Tackled by
second
Gavin
possession. They
Herman.
scored on the first one. It was Taden Halldorf in for 6, and that puts us at 6-0 Blackhawks here at King Field.
St. Croix Garage
That will
Doors
be the
provides
end of the
Western
first
Wisconsin with
quarter.
top quality
Players
garage
to
door
start,
sales,
Baldwin,
service,
Woodville,
and
6,
installation.
Ellsworth,
We proudly
nothing.
serve Baldwin, Woodville, Hudson, New Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. Are you financially prepared for the big game of life? Whitecap Financial Advisors wants to help with your game plan. Just like no two teams are the same, no two investors are the same. Here's a play-by-play. Together we will 1, make the plan, 2, work the plan, and 3, review the plan. Whitecap Financial Advisors specializes in investment management, financial and retirement planning, life insurance, and education funding. Call today to set up your no-cost, no-obligation appointment at their Roberts or Turtle Lake location. 715-760-9001. From the roughest seas to the highest peaks, Whitecap Financial Advisors will be with you every step of the way. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or service referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth.
Glenwood City 3, Spring Valley nothing. And Boyceville and Kempton Elma are scoreless. These are all games.
So we just heard some
Still early in the first
local
half.
games again. You got Rice Lake, New Richmond, St. Croix Falls, Glenwood City's at Spring Valley. So it's 2 locals. You got
And to start the second quarter, the Blackhawks have a 4th
Boyceville, I
and 2
believe, still
from
playing.
the Ellsworth 9.
4th and 2 Blackhawks here though. Start of the second quarter.
Where's
in motion.
the Cummer kid to the top? He's the guy He's the guy that's going to make a play here on fourth down.
And now Anderson goes to the top as well. He goes to Haldorf's side. Haldorf gets a fake. Gavin's going to run through a guy down to the 6-yard line. It's going to be a Blackhawk 1st and goal from the 6. So Gavin went right at both of them there.
Hendricks on the tackle, gaining the play, good for a 1st down for the Blackhawks. 1st and goal to go for the Blackhawks from the 6-yard line of the Panthers.
They switched Taden sides, and Anderson kind of went to Taden's side, which he is again. So it's kind of an advantage if you're going to pull a lineman. And he's limping noticeably. I don't know if you can see that. If you watch this from the replay, Jeremy, as Dansby's trying to watch Anderson here. 22, their leading rusher. One of the best defensive players, too, their linebacker. Watch him go in motion and try and run this guy down.
Oh, yeah, he's not in good shape right here.
He barely moved, and he actually fell on his own, too. So.
Gavin Sell takes it in the
end zone. And as we talk about that, Gavin says, Taden, you got one, I'll take one. And together we have 12. Up the middle, Gavin Sell. 1 yard is good for 6 points.
1 yard touchdown run for Sell makes it 12-0 with a 2-point conversion attempt.
Everett's coming out here. He's kind of limping a little bit too.
Yeah, he's got a bad toe. It's crazy how close we've shortened the snap. It's
Gavin plants the foot, and
Gavin
he goes in.
Ball carrier takes it in the end
just
zone
like that,
Blackhawks,
their second possession ends in the end zone.
We have 11 minutes,
Taden got the first one. Gavin got the second one. Gavin goes in for 2. It's 14-0 Blackhawks.
Nielsen's Foods has been serving community since 1903. We offer full-service Caribou coffee, bakery, deli, and meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunities, reinvesting in our stores, and serving in our communities. Members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touchtone phone. Visit them at wisconsincu.org to learn more.
So the other thing noticeably I think about from last year's playoff game here about Ellsworth is they actually have more guys dressed than they do not dressed. And last year they had so many injuries and people
for the Blackhawks
in street clothes over there. And another squib kick from Denzer.
I do like this strategy on the kicks.
Keep it away from their top return guys.
Oh, ball's out!
Ball is loose. The flag is coming out. The flag was loose. However, the ball was loose. Dane Vito end up with it. And unless it's a weird penalty, it's going to be Blackhawk 1st down on the 44-yard line. We'll see what they call, but
there was a flag on the field. We'll find out what that is.
Unless a Blackhawk player held a blocker or something, which
would be crazy.
And you hear no way coming down from here, so it's going to be against the Blackhawks. I heard a no way, and there's no way that the coach keeper's upset. And then I wouldn't be talking this long if it was a call against the Panthers. They might be not having a penalty as the Ellsworth coach is coming out and saying, don't let him talk you out of this now.
It's the second time their coach has been almost out to the hash.
I don't know what the discussion there is. I mean, if that's a hold against Ellsworth, it should be real quick. Hey, holding against them, they're obviously going to decline. Again, that's not one you're going to ask the kid, do you want to accept this or decline this? So, as it stands, it's a Panther turnover forced by the Blackhawks, and all Blackhawk turnovers are brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete. All your concrete needs, get a hold of Nick or Jason at 612-804-5222.
I was so confused watching your feed that I'm like, what is Kerry looking at? But that makes sense.
You're about ready to go, man. Zach, hurry up and come back, man. We need you. Kerry's zoomed in on absolutely nothing right now.
Or Malden Woodville.
No, he zoomed in for watching Anderson kind of run off it, and we aren't getting
Is your light dying?
The explanation to the Ellsworth coaching staff is, again, it was one of those where it felt like it was against the Blackhawks.
Oh, we're going to throw it. Well, we might think about throwing
roll
it.
left, and he might just throw it away here. He does throw it down,
Yeah,
and it's completed to
Gavin Sell's pass incomplete.
Is that Coach Fitz? Or
Coach
is that
Fitz.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Good hands there, Coach Fitz. Unfortunately, you are an ineligible receiver. Not due to your number, due to your age.
And the fact that he's standing on the sideline.
That one's dead. It might be. So how long this one goes, I guess.
I do like passing on first down when you get a turnover. It's kind of the quick strike idea.
And Haldorf on 2nd down, going to run right into the defensive line of
Hayden
Haldorf.
Holdorf, the ball carrier.
First one was number 56. That is Nolan Comer.
Nolan Comer made this tackle for
Got our own little
Ellsworth,
light
and
show
a
going
loss
on
of
up
a
here
yard
now.
Yeah.
on the play for the Blackhawks.
What's happening?
Brings up 3rd and 11 from the 45.
3rd and behind the sticks.
Not too many 3rd and 11s for the Blackhawks this year, especially after week 1. And
4 down territory.
that's tough. I mean, it depends what happens here. You got trips to the right. You have one-on-one down here. Logan Johnson is down here. So we talked about how he is like this formation. Gavin is going to sprint out to the right. You're not going to catch him from behind. Gavin 40, 35.
Gavin Sell the ball carrier.
Inside the 35. And it's 3 down territory. First down,
Forced out of
Blackhawks.
bounds by Levi Nelson, but not until Sell gets the 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
It's almost like a
1st and 10 from
an
the
option where
32
you're
of
going to
the
leave a guy on
Panthers.
block, but you're not optioning off of him. You're just saying you're not going to catch up to our quarterback.
Right.
You take a tackle and you get him out to the next level. You get 3 blockers on 2. You got your tackle on the next level, and you got Gavin Sell. That's a false start. Instead,
Caden
it is
Holdorf, the
Caden
ball
Holdorf
carrier.
up the middle.
Tackle by Levi Nelson.
You wanted that false start on,
I thought Caden jumped.
but he can move. Oh yeah, you can't do that.
Not like that.
Gain of 9 yards in the carry, brings up 2nd
Second
and 1
and a
from
long
the
one for the
23.
Blackhawks. Here's your Twins formation again as Everett gets up to the top of the screen. Motion from Jimmy Kropelnicki. You don't see that too often.
He's leading the
Gavin's
block,
coming this again.
that's why.
End zone. Gavin Sell for the 2nd time.
Touchdown
And
for
it's
Gavin
20-0 Blackhawks. And 9:27 to go in the 2nd quarter.
There's too many lights flashing.
I know. So we had a Twins formation there, and it was our tight end that kind of came in motion and
And
like
made
you
the
said,
touchdown springing block.
laid
And now
blocking
a
again.
2-point conversion attempt coming up.
And there is the shift.
Can anybody stop Gavin in space? Are we going to find out?
They got numbers up that way again. They're going to snap it to him. He's going to fake throw it, and then he's going to get to the edge. That's tough.
Gavin
I mean, because
Sell with the ball
if you're George
into the
Walder,
end
who is a
zone
very good
for a
athlete,
Successful 2-point conversion.
and you go hard at Gavin, what's he going to do? He's going to plant his foot,
remaining in quarter
Right.
number
and
2,
you got to
Malden
hope you can
Woodville
arm tackle
22,
him.
And Ellsworth nothing.
If you slow down, Gavin will go, okay, my acceleration's going to get you to the edge, which it did, and the Blackhawks now lead 22-0.
All right, Bumper to Bumper is a locally owned and operated driving school located in Somerset. We offer complete driver education and training consisting of online classroom, in-person classroom instruction, and behind-the-wheel training. So if you're getting ready to apply for your Wisconsin State driver's license, or if you are an adult and just need a refresher course, then Bumper to Bumper is here to help. Visit online at www.btbsdllc.com.
14-7 over St. Croix Falls.
So I don't know if you can get a chance here on the 40-yard line walking towards
New
our end
Richmond
zone.
has taken the lead.
Looks like our
10-7
leading rusher
over
might not
Poland.
be 100% healthy. He's kind of got a little limp to him, too.
You're talking about Tatum Haldor.
He's our leading rusher, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
not seeing him.
He's stopped now. He's at 35.
Oh.
In the kickoff for the Blackhawks.
We'll watch him as he comes out for defense, but he's definitely a noticeable limp. But for Nender, another short kick. Across the 40 to about the 42.
Hendricks on the return.
And
Tatum's
the
walking
Panthers.
just fine.
You don't think there's a limp there? Is that
I think that's
strut?
swag.
It's a strut.
That's
swag.
swag. That's how Kerry walks.
That's because he's got 3 kids in one hand and 2 in the other.
3 kids in one hand and 12 ounces in the other.
I didn't say 2 in one, I said 2 in the other. Actually, yeah.
They're on 42.
12 ounces. Carried on to 12 ounces. Rolls, going to switch to the left side.
Get him involved in the
Get
passing
to throw
game.
the ball to him. Anderson up the middle. I guess it's tough. I want to say right now with
Braden Anderson, the ball
my guess
carrier.
is that's only their 7th offensive play.
Tackle
Eighth if you count the
Logan
punt.
Johnson and Drew Vienendahl.
Yeah, you're right.
So
7.
they had a 3 and then a
Gain
fake
of
punt,
2 yards in the carry.
a
brings
3 and
up
out,
2nd and 8.
a fumble and a
from
kick
the
return,
44.
and now that one. So I mean, it's
We got 9 total yards.
not like they're not getting him involved. They're not getting their offense involved right now.
Right. Yeah, we declined. Yeah, we
Stoltenberg gonna pass. He's trying to swing to Anderson. He's out in space. However, Blackhawks will converge and might
Pass
get a yard.
completed to Braden Anderson. Logan Johnson and
Johnson
Tatum
and Haldorf
Holdorf
are
on the
there.
stop for the Blackhawks.
Do give him a yard. It's gonna be
Gain of 1
3rd
yard
and
on the
7.
pass reception. Brings
Panthers
up 3rd and
desperately
7
looking for a first
from the
down here as
45.
they closing on 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Yet to have a first down, and yet to stop the Blackhawks. It's 22-0. Blackhawks will have the option to receive the opening kickoff in the second half as well, too. So Stoltenberg's got 2 to his left. He's in shotgun. A little bit of a high snap, and here comes a blitz up the middle. He's got to throw it early, and he's got to try and keep his feet in bounds. He's not able to do it.
Pass
And
intended
for number
for
5,
Nash
that
Cool,
is Nash Cool.
incomplete.
And another 3 and out for the Panthers.
Dane Vienendahl was on pass coverage for the Blackhawks. And
Good
incomplete
pressure
pass
there.
brings up 4th and 7.
Was that
for the
Murdoch in on him, I
Panthers
believe?
from their own
I believe you're
45.
correct, yes. Hard to get any receivers involved when you're
Yeah, you get the snap and you're looking up and you got a guy from a different colored jersey running after you.
Received for the Blackhawks.
Snap is good. Kick is away. It's going to be a low line drive kick. Bounces up, and Gavin unfortunately cannot get on a bounce. He's upset with himself. But the Blackhawks will take over on their own
And that ball
15,
will roll
already
in
leading by
Blackhawks
22
territory
points.
at the 15-yard line, where
DMS
the
Repair
Blackhawks
is a
will
repair
have
shop
the
located
snap.
northeast of Baldwin off Highway 63, repairing all makes and models. They have all new EFI diagnostic equipment to repair all machines. If you're a do-it-yourself person when it comes to repairs or need accessories such as riding gear or add-ons to your machines, DMS Repair offers a discount on all parts and accessories. The market is changing. Take advantage of our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you through it. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410 of Timmerman Realtors for all your realty needs.
Twins formation again. It's not often you don't want a good punt return or bad field position, but there's our draw. Haldorf spun around up the middle. Stiff arm. Makes the
Pinball.
second guy miss. It's a lot of work
Jaden
to get
Holdorf,
1
the
yard.
ball carrier.
It's not often you don't want good field position, but if you could have a 6 to 7
Eli
minute
Graham
drive
with the
here
tackle.
at the end of half and score,
Right.
Gain of 2 yards in the
I mean,
carry. Brings up 2nd
you
and
can't
8
do that if you only have 40 yards to go.
from the 17.
And then you get the ball first, and it could be lights out real quick. But if you don't get a first down, then it's successful for the Panthers. Haldorf should come this way, cross the 20,
Taden Holdorf, the ball carrier.
give him 5. It's going to be about 3rd and 3 or 4.
Riker Timon Hoyer on the tackle.
He carries such a low center of gravity. Who's down?
That's Jimmy's.
Just waiting for help.
No, sorry, that's not Jimmy. That's number 54, not 84.
Thompson.
That brings up 3rd and 3 for the Blackhawks from their own 22.
Momentarily have trips down this way, and Jimmy's going to make his way to the top of the screen. He'll join Everett's up there, and he says, where do you want me? You want me to lead block for who? Gavin fakes up the middle. There's that first down. He's across 30. Oh, he's out. Lost the 35 to the 39-yard line. Gavin. He's kind of. He knows that he's darn close to breaking that one, and it's time for a timeout. Ellsworth, you're halfway through the second quarter. You don't have a first down yet, and you cannot find a way to stop the Blackhawk offense, leading 22-0.
Lakes Gas, your local family-owned propane company, has been serving the area for over 65 years. Lakes Gas is focused on providing reliable and affordable propane services to homes and businesses. Whether you need propane for heating, cooking, or grilling, Lakes Gas has you covered. They are committed to providing exceptional customer service and supporting local community events. So the next time you need propane, remember Lakes Gas, your family-owned and community-focused propane company. You can find them in Roberts or Hedger City. All right, so have you been more impressed up to this point with the Blackhawk offense or the Blackhawk defense?
Jimmy, it's week 11 now, and I guess I can end this. It's almost routine now, it seems like. I hate to say it, but that being said, not getting a first down for a quarter and a half is very impressive, and it's partially impressive because your offense has done a great job of
1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
I'll say methodically marching down the field, but they haven't like a quick strike, but just picking up first down, and up in the end zone like this. Caden Holdorf's going to have a big play. Stops, 40, down to about the 35-yard line. There's about, I think there's 11 Panthers in that screen right now that are all right there to try and bring him down.
Anderson on the tackle. Gain on the play into Ellsworth territory.
See, and that's
to the 35-yard line.
The thing with Taden and Gavin is sometimes you got to do what Jeremy would do if he was a ball carrier, and that's just go down.
That's Taden's trying not to go down, and
you run out of bounds.
You can't carry 11 guys for 35 yards, and
like if
I say that now, and he might do it here.
If he gets tackled 10 yards before, it's fine.
Oh, kind of a little miscommunication there.
He didn't want it.
I think
Caden Holdorf, the ball carrier.
He did not want it.
I haven't really seen that lately. I want to say that
Gavin
was
that on the tackle.
Was that Prescott? We kind of saw that in the third quarter. I want to say Prescott. So
it
seemed to be a little miscommunication
Second
between
and 14 for the Blackhawks from
Gavin and Taden.
39.
That might have been Gavin just saying, "Here, you lose 4 yards, so I can get 4 more on myself."
Yeah, let's run a quarterback student body right here.
That's formation's lined up for that right now again.
Or we run
trips to the right.
We run Dawson a motion
so right now,
to move a guy.
they have one guy, 2 guys out there for going to the right. Taden's gonna go out there. They get brought down from behind.
Caden Holdorf, the ball carrier.
So the guy over the second receiver there, Blackhawks are signaling in to come in for someone, but so the defensive player over the second guy there was definitely an edge, almost like a defensive end, a wide 9, if you will, and so they only had 2 guys out there. Again, I'd like to see them. You want to turn and face in towards
for a player that was down
towards the ball almost, as that wide 9. We'll take Dean on a speed sweep, or we'll take our quarterback, go out there. We tried Taden out there and got a couple back.
Where's 56? Down on the bottom of the screen here.
3rd and 12 from the 37-yard line for the Blackhawks.
So Twins down here. See how they're getting this wide back? It's going to number 27 this time. It's coming in, and it's going to be up the middle. Gavin's going to make a guy miss.
He should have just
down to about the 30-yard line. It's going to be about 4th and 5 for the Blackhawks.
Should have just kept following. So both
George Rowe and Parker Peterson on the
so
tackle.
We have Taden right now 19 carries, which is a lot for him in the first half, 95 yards. and Gavin 10
Gain on the
carries
play
for
up to the
94
30-yard line.
yards.
4th and 5 for the Blackhawks.
19 carries is a lot for anyone in the first half. But yes.
But I mean, Tatum had the one against Somerset where I think he carried it 31 times total. But we've run a ton of plays.
And motion
Timeout
and a
taken
fourth
by
down
Baldwin
timeout.
Okay.
I don't know how many times
And
Coach
that's their
Keeper wants to try
second.
that fourth down, try and draw him out the sides. It never works, Jeremy.
You know what? I just appreciate running a little bit extra time, right? Running the time. You know you're calling the timeout. You're going to go for it. So that's different. Usually he doesn't call the timeout and then he punts, right? But I still appreciate Coach Keeper doing what I begged him to do on air and off air for years and years and years.
I can't wait till next week when we have Coach Keeper's Corner and we're like, Dan, how many times are you going to try this? It doesn't work. I don't know where you got this stupid idea from. You're the only person to ever try it.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us tonight on Blackhawk TV. I'm Jeremy Nygaard. Nick Pack to my right, Kerry Daniels to my left. Zach Ambrose not here. He is with Ian Finley about to tomorrow afternoon, I believe, run in the state cross country final. So good luck to Ian. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Blackhawk TV brings you lots of stuff. Like, subscribe, become a member. There's some cool stuff you get if you're a member. You get to see some highlight reels or highlight reels that other people don't get to see, and Keeper's Corner before everyone else gets to see it.
We'll pass it over the middle. Oh, he actually had him, and Logan
Sells pass
going behind him.
for Logan Johnson. Incomplete.
So
And the Blackhawks will turn the ball over
Panthers
on
do get
downs
that
to
much
the
needed
Panthers.
stop,
Yeah, life. They get life
and they
out
have
of
3
that one,
minutes
right?
and 33 seconds left. Well, the thing is you got to get that first down now, because if you don't, the Blackhawks will have good field position and they
Right.
can score getting quickly. But
But I
get
feel
that
like
first down. You got momentum. Like I said, the life there, because if the Blackhawks
First
go
and 10
score
for the
there,
Panthers
there
from
might
their
not
own
be any
30.
life on that sideline. But if you can put together a drive here and end up in the end zone,
here's that orbit motion there. And they're
Counter,
gonna bring
counter.
it back on the other side.
and he's going to try and backpedal.
Cohen Hendricks, the ball carrier.
And I don't know if Drew thought he got him by the helmet there or what. He kind of put his hands up and like, I'm sorry.
Gain of 1 yard in the carry. Brings up 2nd and 9 from the 31.
2nd and 9, Panthers, 3 minutes to go. That was their 10th offensive play. They've had one, their punter ran for 1, so technically 11 plays. Tatum's got, what'd you say,
There's
19?
that pass.
And there's a jailbreak. Oh my goodness.
And a quarterback sack in the backfield.
Almost looks like it's a screen coming. You got 2 or 3 Blackhawks in
Drew
the backfield
Viendahl with the sack for the Blackhawks.
as it's he's getting the
Loss of
snap,
5,
and
loss of 6
by no
yards on
means
that
is
sack.
this Stoltenberg's
Brings up 3rd and 15.
problem or issue.
from
But
the
I mean, if you're Ellsworth, do
25.
you try that someone else,
Screen?
or do you try that? It was a 14. He said it was a
Colson, at quarterback.
Colson has ran some. I mean, not that. What's he gonna do? That's any different?
Right.
You're gonna take away one of your threats as a receiver. And
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more of an elusive athlete.
They have to throw the ball and rolls away, and they're trying to here. We got
Braden
3 guys
Anderson
over
is-
on.
You
And
can't-
he slipped away there, but now it comes in, and he's going to be brought down as he is throwing it, and they're going
Jack
to mark him out
Stoltenberg,
of
the ball
bounds.
carrier.
A good cover. And that's one thing I have questioned. Like, I want to see how
Forced
good in
out of
coverage
bounds
we are.
by Evan
Gordon
Becker.
Monacan, our starting free safety, is out, and Gavin's playing free safety, and
Loss of
we've
2 yards on
been
that carry.
susceptible to some pass plays.
And that brings
Not
up
tonight
4th
so
and
far.
17
Not even a little
from
bit.
the
They've completed
23-yard line.
2 passes and 5 attempts for 1 yard, and
Colson back in
2 sacks.
Second time we all have technically a sack. I couldn't tell that
back to
an
was
intentional grounding.
Yep.
for the Blackhawks.
High snap, brought in by Colson.
Gavin, do something with this.
Brought to the sideline where Gavin steps out at about the 43-yard line.
Takes it out of bounds in Baldwin-Woodville territory
And they're going
42.
to put him all the way back to the 42, where the Blackhawks will take over. 1:48 to go, leading by 22.
Now's my my opportunity to tell anybody, if you're out there and you're looking to drive some bus or be a substitute van driver for the district, email me at my school address, jnygard@bwsd.k12.wi.us. Do you need a pen to write that down? Is that what you're looking for?
I was going to grab my phone and
First and 10 for the Blackhawks.
message it quick, but you read it way too quick.
Always need bus drivers. Nygaard, NYGAARD, at bwsd.k12.wi.us.
Trips to the right for Sally. He's going to run that way. He looks that way. He's got a deep wheel route. He's got Dane. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. It's 28 to nothing. Blackhawks.
Where'd he come from? Oh, just a slot, huh?
Yeah, he kind of ran like a somewhat of a wheel route, more of like a
58-yard touchdown.
almost like a choice route, if you like, kind of ran towards the Ellsworth bench and up and. I don't know what's going on. Are they even?
2-point conversion.
There's a big group of people there that just said, "See ya."
Well, who did?
Huh. They got up and they waved to the players, and the players waved to them back.
Who did? I didn't see any of this.
Over.
Oh.
Other side of the field. Snap goes to Gavin. He does plant his foot in, and this time it's Anderson, I believe. Throws him down, helps him up, but Blackhawks
was the ball carrier
with that quick strike.
The goal line.
It's Sel Levinendal. It's 28-0. 1:39 to go.
Remaining in the first half.
I want to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV, Timmerman Realty, Nielsen's Foods, St. Croix Garage Doors, Firehelm Langer Flagship Ford, Wisconsin Credit Union, CW Garage Door Distribution, Baldwin Lightstream, Federer Jewelers, Helverson Concrete Solutions, A-Star Concrete, Western Wisconsin Health, Schaefer Financial Services, Bumper to Bumper, White Cap Financial Advisors, DMS Repair, Lakes Gas, Phoenix Bar and Grill, Pete's Construction, Fern's Lawn Care, American Family Insurance, Justin Nygaard Agency, St. Croix Custom Apparel, and Family Chiro Care. Thank you, sponsors.
And it's still time to sponsor. Like we said, every week it's the busy time, if you will, right around the corner with the basketball season. Right now you had one football game a week and maybe one volleyball game.
Three or four volleyball games total. So we've had about 15 events, and we normally do close to 50 a year.
Got a lot of boys and girls basketball and some wrestling coming up.
There we go.
There's a deep kick, and the Blackhawks do a good job at covering this time. Nelson tried to get on the edge. Gets back to 21 with a minute 33 to go. The Panthers will have possession number 5.
Is that a question? Well, you don't really count their fumble.
Yep. So this is their 5th possession then. Oh, and there's a flag down too, which we did not see again, and it was a hold. So they'll turn and break their huddle, and they're going to go backwards.
Penalty against Ellsworth on that return. A holding penalty.
I mean, now,
back them up half the distance to the goal. They will have a
how aggressive are you if you're Ellsworth right now?
Not.
Okay. Do you throw the ball or you run it?
You run it on first down.
And if you're Coach Kiefer, are you calling
timeout?
I mean, this is dangerous territory here. Up the middle, Anderson. You're darn close to that first down.
And now, I don't know that you called a timeout because
you're happy going up 28-0 at halftime if you're Coach Kiefer, regardless. And Ellsworth, after a 9-yard carry on first down, they got to
gain him 9 yards in the carry.
Now you can get a little more.
Now we
from the 20.
We can throw the ball and get a completion and get it that first down and get out towards the midfield with 40-45 seconds to go.
Cheat motion. Love it.
Up the middle again. And that's going to be the first down for Panthers with 53 seconds to go in a half.
You see that more and more now,
Braden
especially on
Anderson, the ball
Sundays, where
carrier.
you take your receiver and you don't motion him across the
Tackle was made by
formation. You
Andrew
send him
Thompson.
running
Gain of play,
basically
good
towards
for
the
first down for
sideline,
Ellsworth.
so that when the ball's snapped,
First and 10
you just
from
turn
around
upfield and
23.
you're running full throttle. You see the Dolphins did that a lot last year with Tyreek Hill. Other opposing coaches referred to it as the cheat motion. You let Tyreek Hill start at full speed, and it's
Coming
almost
this
cheating.
way.
Here we go.
Connor, nice job of pulling. He had the right guard,
Anderson,
or
the ball
sorry,
carrier.
left guard, left tackle to foul. Anderson picks up all
Tackled by
5
Gavin
again.
Self.
And this is kind of what I was expecting right away from them was find ways to get him downhill. And seems to be
Gain of
running a
4
lot
yards
better
on
now.
the carry. 2nd and 6.
Now
from
you
the
throw it.
27.
With 15 seconds left, I don't know even why, with 2 timeouts in your back pocket, why are you even snapping this ball? You weren't going to use a timeout. What are you going to try and, it's going to be a turnaround and give it to Anderson and see if he can run 73, 74.
Toss it to the guy that ran at 83 against us
Levi
last time.
crosses 35, and with,
Levi Nelson, the ball carrier.
they might argue they have 1 second left, but I don't think they'll put a second
Trevor
back
Murdoch made
on,
the tackle for the
and the
Blackhawks.
teams
The
will
last
head
carry,
to their
and
end
we
zones.
reach halftime with the
First
score,
half
the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks
dominated
28.
by the Baldwin Woodville
And the
Blackhawks,
Ellsworth
and they
Panthers
lead it
nothing.
28-0.
We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back to join you at the end of this intermission. See you soon.
small schools all-star team.
This is not mine.
It's going to be a multiple choice question. How many times? You ready? Ready for some answers here? Let's take a look.
So we got Dusty Bienendahl as guest
That was quick.
picker.
You knew it was 2? I don't know. It's just I got a hunch. Got a hunch. All right.
He's got a hunch.
Should we take a look at the answer?
He wants to go back to his seat. I'm gonna say 3.
I don't know the answer to this, to be honest.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah.
It's not 2. It's C. 3
See?
times.
I
He
could
was
not
head coach in
guess
2011
a year.
And the
There you go.
assistant coach in 2014 and 2022. Thanks for playing, Dusty. Appreciate it. You bet.
I'll have to remind Dusty that I got it right and he got it wrong.
Go Hawks.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. Is that Jake down there?
I got it right, Dusty.
We can hear you, Nick.
No, see, he was in a hurry to get out of his blanket quick. Otherwise, there's a heater in the press box down there. So.
There is. I didn't see Jake Kiefer on the sideline in the first half, but I do see him now. Why'd
you miss him?
What?
So you think Ellsworth faked that punt, or it was just the pressure and it forced them? Because it was dead to rights.
Carrie, put your headset on, and then
No,
you can.
I
ask
disagree,
that.
Kerry. I think that was.
Put it on. Put it on.
I mean, hold
Yeah,
on.
we're on.
Does that mic work on that headset there?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Can you get us? Well, you got the headset on backwards.
Games, some of them are just other games.
Here we go. We're gonna get this.
Mr. Ambrose has got to chuckle all that right now, I guarantee you.
Test.
You gotta get closer to your mouth. Yeah, you like eat it. There you go.
All right, here I am.
So ask your question.
So I was asking Pack over here, do you think in the first quarter Ellsworth was trying to fake that punt, or if he just had to be pushed off of it because they rushed through the line so fast?
I felt like the pressure came from the perimeter, and if he wanted to punt it, I think he would have got it off. I think it was a good snap, and he's gotten the other punts off. It looked to me just the way he kind of did it. If I had to gamble on it, which I've never gambled, Kerry, you would know that. I would say that was a designed fake punt.
I gotcha. I'd give the you were saying offense or defense, special teams between the forced fumble on the kickoff, and I think they forced that. In my opinion, they forced him to take that kick away, which is like a half turnover there, and then they've kept all the big kick returns in check.
Yeah,
for
sure.
And if your best offense is your kick return, and then it's not a good thing, because I mean you're doing it a lot, and the reason we're doing it a lot is our scoring recap.
It's time for that, Nick. Give us a scoring recap.
It was Taden Halldorf in the first quarter. From
5:29 left in quarter number 1.
From about 8 yards?
5 yards.
5, okay. And then he was unsuccessful on the 2-point try. Oh, actually, the 2-point try was unsuccessful when was Sell flipping to our center, if you will.
Yep.
And then it was Sell running it in, and 2-point conversion was Sell.
Yep. From how far?
The 2-point conversion was from 3 yards.
The touchdown?
The touchdown was from 1 yard.
1 yard out, 11:13 left in quarter number 2.
And 14-0.
Correct.
And then it was Gavin Sell again.
At 9:27 in quarter number 2.
And that one was from 10.
Plus 13.
23?
Yep.
Okay. And then it was a Taden Halldorf run?
Nope, it was.
No, it was Gavin again. Gavin around the edge at that time.
Yep.
That was to our left there. To make it 22-0. A turnover on the kick return, and that was off the turnover on the kick return.
Correct.
Then after a 3-and-out, it was Gavin Sell throwing it to Dane Vienendahl. That one was about 53 yards.
58.
58. And the 2-point try was unsuccessful. And all that adds up to 28 for the Blackhawks. We did not tell you any Panther scoring because they're still at 0.
Yep. Taden right now 19 for 95. Gavin 10 for 94. And Dane from the 14.
He's got some room out here. Ooh, if
Dane
Johnson
Veenendahl on
Johnson
the
gets a
return
block
for
there,
the
Dane
Blackhawks.
might be going in for his second touchdown right now. But
Tackled by
good
Doc
field position here,
Hines.
as Kerry kind of mentioned. Blackhawks have won, I would say, that special
And the
teams
ball will
aspect
be
of this
marked
game.
at the 42-yard line of the Blackhawks.
Force
where
a
the
turnover, I
Blackhawks
guess,
will begin the
and
second half
you
with
win.
First and 10.
Yeah, so the Hawks right now, with a score and conversion, will push the clock into running clock.
Ooh, yes. And it's going to be hauled up the middle. Gets through our first arm tackle. Going to run behind Everts. Nice downfield blocking.
Taden Holdorf, the ball carrier.
Cross to the 43.
And that puts him over the century mark for the 9th time this
Forced out of
season,
bounds by
which
Nat
is a
Cool.
new single-season Blackhawk record.
Okay.
First and 10 for the Blackhawks in Ellsworth
It's,
territory at the 43.
When you season's over and someone goes through that Blackhawk football record, just copy and paste Taden Holdorf's name and Control-C, Control-V quite a bit and put it in there. As he will run off the
Holdorf,
left
the ball
side this
carrier.
time, down to about the 37-yard line.
And you do have the only copy of the Blackhawk record book in front of you.
Gavin
Oh,
Herman on the
I
tackle.
do. Ooh, I might take it home and study it then, so I'll know it for next week.
Well,
Gain of
I'll
5
have to
yards
update it so you
Oh.
can take that home.
6 yards in the carry. 2nd and 4 from the 37 of the Panthers.
So how many carries is that now for Taden, you said?
21.
And Ellsworth has, so they've got about 16 plays maybe?
I'll look after this play.
So Gavin's going to get down to a
Gavin
30. It's
Sell, the ball
another
carrier.
first down, Blackhawks.
And now Gavin's over 100 yards. I believe he's only done it, though,
Sawyer
the last
Van Horn
4
on the tackle.
games. Ellsworth ran
Be 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks from the Ellsworth
17
31.
plays for a grand total of 29 yards.
29 yards. So we got 2 guys with more rushing yards and a guy with more receiving yards in their team right now.
Yes.
And the guy with more receiving yards is going to try and get more rushing yards than them, but he's going to get brought down in the backfield.
Dane
Nice
Veenendahl,
job
the
running
ball
from
carrier.
behind there. That's number 27. That's
Owen Hendricks on the
Hendricks
tackle.
rather. Second and
Loss of
14
4
for
yards, and
Blackhawks.
Carey brings up 2nd
Opening
and 14
possession
from
here,
the 35.
second half from Baldwin. As Mr. Nygaard mentioned, if the Blackhawks could find a way to the end zone. And
Look at our line. They're just wandering. They're way
way offside. That's how they distract Ellsworth. I think. Where's the ball at? Trips to the left for Gavin. A wide side over here. Crossing route.
Yeah, bring a blitz at him and let him do his thing.
And he plants 20, 15, down to the 14-yard
Gavin
line
Sell, the ball
goes Gavin.
carrier.
So
Tackled
third
by
and
Parker Peterson,
second and
getting the
14,
play
and
good for a 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
Gavin says, "Give me 21."
Well, that's
Ball
the thing.
located at the Ellsworth
When you blitz him,
14.
you almost want him to throw.
Yeah.
But if you drop guys into coverage, it's just going to give more time to find the running lane. It's
Or allow someone to get open. I
Right.
mean, it's not like you can't find an open receiver. Especially if you're not getting any kind of rush. I mean, we saw it a couple years ago when Columbus would rush 3 and drop 8, but they'd also get very good pressure at 3. And Gavin Sell is going to have his 3rd touchdown of the night. He goes in and go in from 14 yards.
Gavin Sell takes it to
Started
the
up the
end
middle,
zone, a
bounces it
Blackhawks
out to the right
touchdown.
side. Gavin Sell and the Blackhawks now have 34, and they are a PAT away from making this a very quick second half. And a PAT will be
Wes Chapin on the kick.
A 14-yard touchdown run.
and who's
by
going to hold
Gavin
for him right
Sell,
now is
and the Blackhawks will
Dane
attempt
Veenendahl.
a point after kick.
will attempt to
Wes Chapin in the
hold
attempt
for
to
maybe the 2nd or 3rd time.
He kicked a couple last week.
No, I'm saying he's going to try to hold.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
really good kick.
It's a really good kick. through the uprights.
Good.
And with 9:13 to go in the third quarter, Mr. Nygaard better start reading those ads.
I want to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV, Timmerman Realty, Nielsen's Foods, St. Croix Garage Doors, Firehelm Langer, Flagship Ford, Wisconsin Credit Union, CW Garage Door Distribution, Baldwin Lightstream, Federer Jewelers, Helverson Concrete Solutions, A-Star Concrete, Western Wisconsin Health, Schaefer Financial Services, Bumper to Bumper, White Cap Financial Advisors, DMS Repair, Lakes Gas, Phoenix Bar and Grill, Pete's Construction, Fern's Lawn Care, American Family Insurance, Justin Nygaard Agency, St. Croix Custom Apparel, and Family Chiro Care, where I will be going tomorrow morning to get put back in line. All right, we got a little Nelly.
Yeah,
Nelly, and that means Carl's dancing.
Carl's dancing. You want to know how I know it's cold out? Is all year long we had Carl, Nelly, Shakira, Caro up here. And now we got Carl, Mr. Roboto, Caro up here. Like he can't. He's like.
Carl get his dance on after the game at the local establishment. Someone will put waterfalls on. Little TLC and.
You know,
Carl get after
the
it.
one week we had Sarah up here. Was she so embarrassed, like by his dance, and she's not back up here anymore?
I don't know. Maybe she'd rather just we talk about it. There's good coverage. Maybe a block in the back. No.
But inside the 20.
All right, I got to read another ad quick. Flagship Ford is your source for new and used Ford cars, trucks, SUV parts, service, and more in the Baldwin area. Our goal is to provide the best possible service to our customers and make sure your car buying experience is second to none. We are conveniently located at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin.
Ball will be placed on the 18-yard line where Ellsworth will
So,
begin the next drive.
Mr. Record Books, what's the school record for number of games with a running clock?
I don't know. I don't have
all the stats
access to that. I do have a file that has every single game that we played that I compiled, but it would be impossible to know.
Right.
I would guess that this year.
Gotta be.
And points scored in a year, I'm sure the team has that record. It's Anderson just gets.
He's not quitting. Again, he was off with the second.
Anderson, the ball carrier.
Second touchdown or his third one when I pointed out
Andrew
he
Thompson on the tackle for the
he was
Blackhawks.
not looking like he was going to even be able to make another play, but he's still going strong.
The carry brings up 2nd and 5
Last possession of the first half was
23.
his best series. So is offensive night done for a lot of those first stringers? There's a little wheel route.
I would give another one, I think.
Completed to Omar Colson.
I'm kind of just surprised to see. You might see the line go out there, and then they kind of maybe with Viendal in at left tackle, and then kind of filter in some more. But I'd be willing to guess that we'll see Joe Jensen next possession.
Think so?
I do. With just got nothing else to prove, obviously, if you will. And
Anderson, the ball carrier.
It's just going to be one of those where get into next week as healthy as you can. That's the goal right now. Is
no gain on the carry.
Don't do anything dumb.
2nd and 10 from the 42.
Yeah, Andrew Thompson just got pulled there.
I mean, yeah, if you say pulled, I mean he's got. Hey, take a break as Jimmy Carlton if he went out there and. Gavin, he's kind of blitzing out the edge here and. Tried to do his best Van Ginkel impersonation there. 3rd and 10
made the tackle for the Blackhawks.
For Ellsworth.
No gain on that pass reception. Brings up 3rd and 10 from the 42.
If you don't convert this 3rd down, do you go 4 and 4?
What's the point of punting?
It's an excellent point, Nick.
Huh?
It's an excellent point.
Stoltenberg gonna drop back. Incomplete.
Pass
Just behind the
intended
head
for
receiver.
Cool, incomplete.
And I still don't see an attempt even throwing the ball to roll yet. I mean, they tried on the one down here where they ended up getting the sack for like a yard or so, but I mean, you're 6'6" out there, and just throw them up the ball at some point when you're down by 35.
Yeah, and he had success against us last time we played. That's the part that.
I mean, he kind of had the success as a tight end. I mean, they split him out wide. Gavin's gonna line up against a man-to-man right now. Come across the middle, wheel route, up, high points it. Nice job there.
Pass completed to Omar
That's
Colston.
Omar Colston.
That'll be good for an Ellsworth first down.
I mean, when he gets time, Stoltenberg does throw a nice ball.
Yep.
I mean, the problem is
First
he's not.
and 10 Panthers from the Blackhawks.
He's not the
38.
tallest quarterback, but he just doesn't have time.
And Andrew Thompson came back in for Jimmy there on the obvious passing down.
Shotgun snap. Anderson takes the handoff.
Braden Anderson, the ball carrier.
Met from a downhill.
Gavin Sell on the tackle. Gain of 2 yards.
Second and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
4.5 minutes to go.
36.
Quarter 3. Do you got a weather report for tomorrow by chance? I would guess it's 2-3 o'clock games. It's supposed to be kind of nicer out, isn't it? I mean, I don't think it's supposed to rain or anything.
I don't know.
Two teams that like to throw the ball.
Pass intended for Nash Cool, incomplete.
Are you going to tune in and watch a little bit of that? Or you
yeah.
For the Blackhawks.
Yeah, I would imagine it's
3rd and 8.
when you can watch something on YouTube, you can watch it from anywhere, right?
Right.
Throw it on the phone and.
Well, I don't know about anywhere. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it or not. I think they frown upon that if you're on a basketball court.
Yeah, that's true. But people in the gym could watch it if they're not working. I don't ref my first game till Monday, so please don't come and critique me.
Monday, where at?
Middle school game here in town.
Oh, nice. That must be a boys' middle school.
Yep.
Quick pass there.
There he is.
Nice tackle in the open field.
Pass completed to George Roll. Dawson Veenendahl on the tackle.
Another 4th down, 4th and 8.
4th
I got
and
8. A 10 o'clock tip tomorrow morning.
Where?
Long drive. All the way to River Falls.
Oh. River Falls had a decent showing against the Badgers.
You know, Mr. River Falls himself is down in freedom right now, he said. He texted me, he said he loves your voice. That's what, sexiest voice, he said, on the air.
Mr. River Falls?
Matt Smith?
He's not Mr. River Falls.
Oh, he was back in the day. He was.
Oh, I got an ad to read because we got a change of possession here. Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin, Woodville, Hudson, Nourishment, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. Thank you, Carrie. So you were right, Joey Jensen
in
huh?
that quarterback. Up the middle.
That was number 30, Trent Gordon.
Gordon.
Carry for the Blackhawks.
You can lose a couple. And
Cohen Hendricks on the tackle.
so again, we got
Loss
kind of our first string linemen out there.
And 11.
Got Gordon at running back.
35-yard line.
Joe Jensen, sophomore quarterback. And we got some new receivers out there as Ellsworth starts to make some substitutions as well. Johnson gonna come this way. Lowers his shoulder, gets out to about the 40-yard line.
Ben Johnson,
Pick up about 5. 1 minute to go in the third quarter.
Forced out of bounds by Riker, Timon, Hoyer. Gain of 5 yards in the carry.
All right, so we look forward to next
40.
week. I think we can do that now.
Yeah, it'll be
It'll be a Friday night game or Saturday game, right? I mean,
I don't think it'll be a Wednesday or
right. But level 3 games, like level 2 games, level 4 games are going to be Friday nights because the championship game's on a Thursday. So your schedule is you're officiating Saturday, but you're not doing anything Friday.
I believe so as of right now, yes, and I can't remember where I'm going for Saturday.
Trent Gordon, the ball carrier.
I think it's definitely the opposite direction. I think it's.
Are you financially prepared for the big game of life? Whitecap Financial Advisors wants to help you with your game plan. Just like no two teams are the same, no two investors are the same. Here's a play-by-play. Together we will 1. Make the plan, 2. Work the plan, 3. Review the plan. Whitecap Financial Advisors specializes in investment management, financial and retirement planning, in life insurance and education funding. Call today to set up your no-cost, no-obligation appointment at their Roberts or Turtle Lake location, 715-760-9001. From the roughest seas to the highest peaks, Whitecap Financial Advisors will be with you every step of the way. Securities and investment advisory services offered through the Osaic Wealth Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth.
Sell in the punt. It's off a nice little punt in the wind. Going to take a Blackhawk bounce. Really nice bounce inside the 20. Down into the 16 where the Panthers will have another possession.
At approximately the 16-yard line of Ellsworth.
So how, explain to me real quick and those listening, how does that work if it's a Friday or Saturday? Who determines that?
So it has to do with distance and the distance of how far teams would have to travel. And then there's a default time. So if you're within a certain radius, your default is Friday night at 7. If you're outside the radius, the default is like Saturday at 2 o'clock. If you come to an agreement outside of the default, you can do that. If you can't agree on it, then it becomes the default time.
As we see, Levi's going to bust one off this way, and he's going to go 73 yards, and the Ellsworth Panthers will not be denied the end zone tonight.
We're going to go, it's from the 16,
Levi
right?
Takes it to the
84 yards.
What is it, 83? Sorry, 84 yards.
Unofficially an 84-yard
they made
touchdown run.
shy with that yard, but long run there on the left side. So if you got to travel so far, it's Saturday at 2 unless you agree to play on Friday.
Yep.
If you're so close, it's Friday night unless you agree to play on Saturday.
Correct. That's my understanding of the language.
So then, looking in next week, if Freedom wins as a 1 seed, it would be a default of Saturday at 2 unless both teams want to play Friday.
Correct.
If the Blackhawks win, it would be a default of Friday night unless both teams want to play.
If Prescott wins.
Sorry, what did I say?
And the extra point kick is up and good.
Yeah.
With 10:57 remaining in quarter.
So, and that would also determine where
35 and Ellsworth
you will be for sure. Either here at Kingfield with those Prescott Cardinal or making that trip down to Freedom.
Right.
Is that down by Madison?
I'm not even sure, but I do know that members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touch-tone phone. Visit them at wisconsincu.org to learn more. Bumper to Bumper is a locally owned and operated driving school located in Somerset. We offer complete driver education and training consisting of online classroom, in-person classroom instruction, and behind-the-wheel training. So if you are getting ready to apply for your Wisconsin State driver's license, or if you're an adult and just need a refresher course, then Bumper to Bumper is here to help. Visit online at www.btbsdllc.com.
Receiver for the Blackhawks.
So did I see somewhere on Wiz Sports or somewhere that maybe it's WIA that they did actually rename the playoffs, and that's no longer level 3 and level 4. It's now a state semifinal.
And
I see that, and level 3 is some kind of district final or regional final?
Regional
or
final
like
maybe.
That?
Yeah, I do believe that has changed. I don't know that I'll ever change that because in my mind, it does make sense. Like, we didn't get anything for making it to level 4 last year. But it should be like if you win your region, there should be a regional final.
Well, it's weird, especially, I mean, I again,
1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
Grew up in Minnesota, and so we made level 4 last year. That's state semifinal game, essentially.
Right.
But you don't even think about that, really. Is that Ellsworth?
Yep.
So, is that a
82-yard touchdown run?
I didn't see this, but is that you gonna run your guy, we'll run ours, or what?
I don't know what that is.
And you can see, you see them right now. They're yelling something across. But Levi's not the number 1 running back.
Nope.
So, well, they figure out what that is. Well, and Levi Nelson, he's a senior too. It's like, I mean,
I don't have an answer. It's odd to me.
we're talking about whatever, and all of a sudden I look up and I'm like, that's Taden Halldorf, and Gavin was out there.
Wes Chapin in to attempt the point after kick for the Blackhawks.
But anyway, back to what I was saying, like, you don't, I mean, you make it to the state semifinals. That's not very, not that making level 4 isn't a good accomplishment, but
10 minutes,
you don't think of it right now that
in the
going into next week's game, there's only 8 schools left in each
division.
Yeah,
56 teams plus 8.
Which again is going from Minnesota, where everyone makes the playoffs.
Right.
And so there's a whole nother round, and then they send 3 teams or 8 teams to the state, so they have a state quarterfinal game.
Right.
So maybe it's more hardware to give out, and the WIA saves some money by not giving out a plaque or something. I don't know, but nonetheless, it will be the Blackhawks for the 2nd straight season advancing to a level 3 game.
Yeah, I don't understand. Put your backups in.
Well, it'd be interesting to ask that on Monday or Tuesday. Just by the reaction I saw from the coaching staff, it looked like they were upset about something.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm not saying it's not rightfully. I mean, but it's always it's one of those things too. Is sometimes it's you don't like it, then stop them. You know, I've always said that. Like you see a lot on the basketball court. You got to play the game, and you play it hard. And
Hasselman and Gordon at the tackle for the Blackhawks.
Starters come out and then go back in for a play. It's not weird to see Taden Halldorf go 80-some yards.
Nope, he's at 198 now for the game.
And the ball will be placed on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
So we got some confusion a little bit on the Ellsworth side. Get some guys out there. And number 8 is going to be their quarterback. That's Cooper Olson, sophomore. I did not see if he took the snap last time when he
Knox Hines, the ball carrier.
And Levi
tackled by Evan
went off left side, and that's the guy that you brought up at keeper's corner that has had us hurting. Is he the one in Ellsworth that got the late touchdown too?
I believe so, yeah.
Levi Nelson. Back their way.
Knox Hines,
3rd and short. Hines. Is that any relation to the Hines from Nicaragua a year or 2 ago?
I don't know.
You know everything.
I don't know.
What is going on here?
I don't.
Is the weather getting to you, or
I don't know all of these things about opposing teams and their families.
This new job you got is really taken away from your.
That's not wrong at all. I mean, there was a Hines when I was in school that was an exceptional athlete.
By
Trip back
Ethan
out.
Nickmore
All right,
and
DMS
Trent
Repair is a repair shop located
Gain of 3
northeast
on
of
the
Baldwin
carry,
off
and
Highway
they
63,
shortened
repairing
the
all
yard
makes
to
and
gain
models.
to get the
They have
first
all new
down, so
EFI
they turn it over
diagnostic
on
equipment to
downs
repair all
Baldwin
machines.
Woodville.
If you're a do-it-yourself person who
First
comes to
and 10
repairs or need
Blackhawks
accessories
from the
such as
Ellsworth
riding gear or
42.
add-ons to your machines, DMS Repair offers a discount on all parts and accessories. The market is changing. Take advantage of our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you through it. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410. Timmerman Realtors for all your realty needs.
Up the middle.
Travis
Hey.
Kuhn.
Yeah.
Travis Kuhn, the ball carrier.
I'd ask if he's in relation to the Packer running
Tackled
back,
by
but you don't know, I'm
Matthew
sure. So
Lundstrom.
I'm
He
not
is
going to
not.
ask. No, I'm not even going to ask.
He is
Gain on the play, good for a first
Son
and
of-
10 for the Blackhawks at the 32-yard line.
son of
Ellsworth.
John Kuhn, who graduated a year behind me.
I did hear one of the Blackhawk fans was booing him when he got the ball. I don't know why he was booing him, but Joel's going to take his time with the snap, and we're going to get down inside of 6 minutes. That's their best version of their draw there.
Travis Kuhn, the ball carrier.
He kind of overemphasized the draw there,
Yeah.
did Travis. He's
Keegan
not.
Well, I think it's
on the
just, I
tackle.
think it's really just the counter, just kind of the counter
Gain of 5
steps.
yards in the carry brings up 2nd and 5 from the Ellsworth 27.
Turn your body, allow the pulling guard and tackle to clear.
Slow yourself down before you speed yourself up.
Yep. Joe's not taking his hands out of his warmers until the back judge puts his hands
Until
on.
he does. He's like, you take your hand out, I'll
All
take
right,
mine
I'll
out.
think about it.
Travis Kuhn, the ball
Brought down
carrier.
right away again.
Tackled by
Loses
Sawyer
a couple
Van
yards.
Horn. Correction on that, Tyler Beckel on the tackle.
3rd and 7 for the Blackhawks inside of 5 minutes.
Do we throw it here?
Loss of 2 yards, 3rd and
Why
7
not?
from the 29.
And you're trying not to give the ball back to him. I don't think-
Wheel route to Ben Johnson. Let's go.
I don't think an incompletion stops the clock, so I'm okay with that. Ben Johnson in motion. Gonna take the wheel route. Cuts up. First down inside the 20.
Ben Johnson, the ball carrier.
So now if that was like a
Keegan
high
Stalkey
school
on the
pro, instead
tackle.
of handing it to
Gain
him,
on
they'd
the
do the
play,
little
good for a
flip
first
through,
and
they
10
get credit
the
for the
Blackhawks.
pass, and then you'd have been kind of right. It would have been a Ben Johnson on a wheel route.
First
if
and
you
10
will.
from the Ellsworth 18.
Once again, good luck to is it Ian down at state wrestling or state
Yep.
cross country tomorrow. Three and a half minutes to go here at King Field. Johnson comes this way this time. Gets the edge. 10, pushed out about the 9
Ben
or 8
Johnson,
yard
the
line.
ball carrier.
Ben Johnson is very fast.
Forced out of bounds by Hunter Halverson.
That was either last year or 2 years ago. And I think 'cause you said that he's one of the fastest ones and he got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah, hurt his ankle actually qualifying, I think, for
Gain of 9 yards on the carry. brings
qualified
up
for the
2nd
next
and 1.
level of track, and like in his
From the 9-yard
celebration
line.
it jumped and landed wrong and did some serious damage to his ankle.
He did his best Martin Gramatica celebration or what?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ball's loose. That was a hard
And
hit
a
by
fumble
the
on the carry.
Blackhawks hitting each
And
other there.
Ellsworth Panthers recover the fumble.
I don't know who to give that fumble. I guess it probably had to be
The quarterback.
Jensen.
Trevor
They
Doherty
never made it
recovered
to
the fumble for the Panthers.
never made it to someone else. They usually give that to quarterback.
Yeah. All right, I got one more to read here. Stay warm and cozy this winter with Lakes Gas, your hometown source for reliable propane. Located in Roberts or Hager City, Lakes Gas is a local family-owned propane company who is focused on keeping their customers warm and communities thriving. Visit www.lakesgas.com to see what the Lakes Gas difference is all about.
Two minutes to go. Blackhawks lead by 35. Had a running clock for almost the entire second half. Blackhawks took the opening second half.
The ball carrier.
Kickoff down. PAT was successful.
Trent Gordon on the tackle
ran
for the
since.
Blackhawks. Gain of 4 yards in the carry, 2nd and 6 from the 17.
2nd and 6, minute 10 to go.
Ooh, the fullback.
Up the middle. First down.
Ball's out. Oh, they're calling down.
Whistles
Sawyer
going
Van
first.
Horn, the ball carrier. Tyler Clark on the tackle.
We got some players going in now for the Blackhawks that aren't in
first down for the
program.
Panthers.
I don't know if they're all some freshmen that are getting to play. They've been
Blackhawk fans,
dressing a
after
couple
the
of
game is
freshmen
over, I'll
for
give
the
you
last
a
couple of
little
weeks for
information on the upcoming level
for
3
some numbers
playoff
and
round next week.
stick around, learn some more, practice some more. Now you get rewarded by getting some Friday Night Lights. Ball's coming this way.
Sawyer Van Horn, the ball carrier, tackled by Jake
And it was-
Johansson.
And on that fumble on the kickoff was a freshman.
What was that?
It was
The Hasselman kid?
No, the
Gain of 3
kicker.
yards brings up second
Kerry
and
said his name
7.
again. It was the one that kicked up at
Hasselman.
Giovanni.
Oh, sorry, I turned
Giovanni.
you off because you weren't saying anything.
No,
You can talk
that's-
again, Kerry.
I believe it was Giovanni, if I was informed correctly.
Giovanni Hasselman.
Yes.
They had the ball spotted wrong quick. They moved it. And
Maybe the last play.
yeah, thanks for joining us. Chilly night, but a dominant game by the Blackhawks once
Knox
again.
Hines, the ball carrier.
3 touchdowns on the
Jake
ground for
Johansson on the
Sell,
tackle.
1 in the air for Sell.
And that's the end of tonight's
Hallmark
ball
had a
game.
couple.
Final score, Baldwin Woodville
42
42
points.
and Ellsworth
Another nice
7.
number for the Blackhawks, Jeremy.
So here
I want
are
to thank
the
you for joining us
upcoming
tonight.
playoff scenarios
We will
for Baldwin
be back
Woodville.
either here or in Freedom Friday night or Saturday.
Tomorrow,
Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful
Prescott
weekend.
is traveling
So
to
long,
Freedom.
everyone.
Freedom is seated number 1 in our bracket.